If sitting makes your leg pain worse, that's just not frustrating. It can make work, driving, and daily responsibilities and tasks almost feel impossible. I see this all the time with patients who start worrying this pain will never improve and might even get worse. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 simple, safe things that you can do right at home or at work to relieve leg pain that's aggravated by sitting for long periods of time. I've used these exact tips with thousands of patients, and they've made a real difference in helping people sit longer with less pain. I'll walk you through each one of these steps, step by step, so you can use it as its own or combine it with other areas to get more longer lasting and faster relief. And make sure you watch this video to the very end, because I'm going to give you a bonus 1-minute leg pain relief move that you can do right in your chair when you're sitting at work, or if you're just busy around the house, sitting or standing. Hi, I'm Dr. Chris Cameron, a chiropractor right here in Lucan, Ontario. I help people who are dealing with degenerative spinal conditions like back pain, neck pain, disc bulges, disc herniations, and sciatica. I help them to overcome that pain and improve their health and get back to doing the things that they enjoy most, all through non-surgical corrective methods. On this channel, you'll find practical tips and insights on managing back and neck pain, healing disc injuries, and improving overall spinal health. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any videos on how to strengthen your spine, enhance your well-being, and live a more active, fulfilling life. I upload a new video each and every week. When sitting actually makes your leg pain worse, it can wear you down very quickly. You sit down hoping it will help, but instead the pain slowly starts to build and build. Your leg pain may feel like achiness, it may feel tight, it may feel like it's burning. A short time in the chair suddenly feels muscles are tighter than they should be. You start shifting your weight back and forth, crossing, uncrossing your legs, leaning forward, then leaning back, trying to find that position that feels better, but nothing really works. Over time, this frustration, it builds and builds. You start worrying about meetings, long drives, and any situation where you have to sit for a long time. Some people try avoid sitting altogether. Others assume that this is just something they're going to have to live with the rest of their life. But the truth is, leg pain that gets worse when sitting is extremely common, and in many cases, it can be improved. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 practical tips you can start doing right away to relieve leg pain while sitting. These are simple changes and movements that you can do at home or at work, and they've helped many people sit longer and more comfortably. Let's start with the first tip, because it sets the foundation for everything else you're about to learn. One of the biggest reasons leg pain gets worse when sitting is staying in the same position for way too long. Even if you think you're sitting in a good posture, your body isn't meant to sit still for long periods of time. When you sit without moving, pressure builds in an area of your lower back or hips, blood flow to the legs begins to slow down, and the nerves that travel into your legs can become irritated. Over time, this combination turns sitting into a pain trigger. Instead of trying to sit perfectly still, focus on gentle movement while you're sitting. Every 20 to 30 minutes, change your position, shift your hips slightly in the chair, move your feet, lean back for a short time, then sit more upright again. And if you're able to stand up briefly to take a short walk, even if it's only for 30 seconds, it's worthwhile. These small changes help reset pressure and improve circulation. This doesn't need to interrupt your workflow or your workday. You're not doing a workout or a stretch routine. You're simply getting your body moving and out of a stuck position. This is something that I go over with patients every day in my practice, and I've seen it make a real difference for thousands of people who are dealing with leg pain from sitting for long periods of time. Tip number 2, when your hips sit lower than your knees, it places extra pressure on your lower back and hips. That added pressure can increase tension in the nerves that travel down into your legs and make the pain show up faster and more intensely while you're sitting. A simple fix is to raise your sitting height so that your hips are slightly higher than your knees. You can do this by adjusting your chair if it goes higher, or by placing a cushion or a folded towel under your hips. Once you're in this position, let your feet rest flat on the floor and try to sit all the way back in your chair. Many people will notice that leg pressure and discomfort ease because the spine and the hips are under less strain. It's a small change, but it often makes sitting feel much more natural and comfortable. Now that you're sitting in a position that is working with your body instead of against it, the next tip focuses on simple movement you can do while seated to improve blood flow and circulation into your legs. Tip number 3, when you sit for long periods of time, blood flow in your legs naturally slows down. That can lead to aching, heaviness, tightness, or even a burning sensation in the legs. Even with good posture, staying still allows stiffness to build, and that can make leg pain worse. One of the easiest ways to help is to keep your ankles and feet moving. With both feet on the floor, slowly pull your toes up towards you and then gently point them down away from you. Move in a smooth, controlled manner. You can also make small circles with your ankles, switching directions after a few repetitions. These movements should feel easy and comfortable, never forced. Try doing this for 30 to 60 seconds while working, talking, or watching a TV show. This simple movement improves circulation and helps keep the muscles and nerves in your legs from getting stiff. These are the same easy movements I teach many of the patients in our clinic because they're safe, they're simple, and surprisingly effective for those who have to sit for long periods of time. Now, before we move on, make sure you stick around until the end if you're dealing with stubborn leg pain or sciatica from a disc herniation or a pinched nerve in the lower back. I'll show you where you can learn more about the Backstrong protocol and how it works. Using the Backstrong protocol, we've seen a 78% improvement in lumbar disc herniation patients and a 67% of our spinal stenosis patients. These patients are reporting at least a 50% improvement in their back and leg symptoms after 3 months of care. You won't want to miss that. Tip number 4, another helpful tip for leg pain while sitting is making sure that your body is properly supported by the chair. Even if you move often and adjust your position, poor support in your lower back can still place stress on the spine and contribute to leg pain and discomfort. When you sit, your lower back should have a gentle support so it can maintain its natural curve. If your chair does not provide this, a small rolled up towel or a simple lumbar support placed behind your lower back can help. Make sure you're sitting fully back in the chair with your sit bones resting firmly on the seat instead of perching on the edge and slouching forward. This tip is especially helpful if your leg pain seems to start in the lower back, hip, or buttock area before traveling down the leg. Many people notice that once their lower back feels more supported, their legs feel less sense of tightness and pain while sitting. Next, let's cover another simple tip that can help prevent leg pain from building up during long sitting sessions. Tip number 5 is, for many people, leg pain increases simply from staying seated too long without movement. Even when you feel comfortable, at first pressure and tension slowly build the longer you stay in that chair. By the time the pain becomes strong, it's often harder to calm it down than if you had moved earlier on. Instead, aim for short, frequent sitting breaks. Every 20 or 30 minutes, stand up briefly. You don't need to go far or do anything intense. Simply standing, taking a few steps, or gently stretching for 30 to 60 seconds can help reset pressure and improve circulation. Think of these breaks as more of a maintenance session and not a reaction to pain. When done consistently throughout the day, many people notice their leg pain becomes less intense and less frequent. These small breaks help keep the legs and nerves calmer overall. Here's a bonus tip for you. It's called the Sciatic nerve glide. When taking frequent breaks isn't an option and you have to stay seated, this gentle movement called a sciatic nerve glide can help calm leg pain that feels sharp, burning, or that travels down the leg. This is not a stretch, and it should never be forced. Think of it as a smooth, controlled motion designed to quiet the nerve, not pull on it. Here's how you do it. Sit upright in a chair with both feet flat on the floor. Let your back feel tall but relaxed. Slowly slide one foot forward and straighten that leg just until you feel a light tension, not pain. At the same time, gently lift your chest and let your eyes look slightly upwards. Hold for just a moment and then slowly bend your leg back and return your head and chest to a relaxed, neutral position. Move back and forth like this in a calm, steady rhythm. There should be no sharp pain. If you feel a mild pulling, it should disappear as soon as you return your leg back to the starting position. Repeat this 10 times on one side and then switch legs. This can be done during a long meeting, at a desk, or anytime leg pain starts to build and you don't have the option to stand up. Used gently, this movement often helps the leg feel lighter and more comfortable, especially when combined with the other tips mentioned above. I hope these tips help you sit with less pain and feel more comfortable throughout the day. If you found clarity and value in this video, like it and share it with others dealing with the same frustrations you can't find relief to. And let me know in the comments which of these tips helped you the most, or which one of these made no difference at all, or made the biggest difference. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any videos on how to strengthen your spine, enhance your well-being, and live a more active, fulfilling life. And if you've tried everything for your sciatic leg pain and nothing seems to last, the next video you should watch is this one where I explain the backstrong protocol and how addressing the real source of nerve pressure has helped many patients find permanent, lasting improvement.